Hello and welcome to episode 252. Right, I've been joined by my old buddy Mark.
Again?
Yeah, again. Been a few months since we fished together.
It has been a long time.
Well, it was a few months ago. When was it, Willow?
Willow, yeah.
3-4 months ago?
Yeah, too long.
Yeah, not too long to be fair.
Yeah.
But anyway, Mark's joined me again and we're at Farlows. I did say at the end of my last video I was hoping to fish Farlows the week after I'd finished at Linear. Well, this is actually 2 weeks later because I wasn't very well with me asthma and chest and whatnot last week. So Linear was 2 weeks ago and this is now Farlows. We had a walk around Lake 1. Lake 1 is a bit busy. There were a few empty swims, but because we've come as a pair, there wasn't any decent swims where we could double up in. So what you see behind us is Lake 2. I haven't fished Lake 2 for a couple of years. I think when I was here with Craig last, when I was out the back there. I think we've got some decent swims. I'm in peg 1. I've literally got the shop right behind me. Mark is to my left in peg 2. To my left. Yeah. So not actually fishing yet, guys. Kind of mid set up. So going to crack on. We're getting set up.
Making the tea, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Till something carpy happens.
Let's go.
Let's go fishing. Not let's go fishing.
Let's go fishing.
Yeah. Right, guys, to start the session off with, just doing a little bit of marking up work. Because I'm in peg 1, I've got a nice margin all down my right hand side. I'm not too sure, to be fair, what the actual range is you're allowed to fish in this swim, but I've just been doing a little marking up work already. I think just beyond about halfway there's a snag sticking up from the water, looks like an old fallen tree, and I've put me float probably about 4 rod lengths short of it at the moment, which is handy because where I've clipped up to at the moment, 14 wraps, there's a little platform through the trees. Probably an old swim from back in the day when this was an old match lake, but 14 wraps is just in line with that old platform. So if I do fish that spot, nice and clear anyway. Yeah, at 14 wraps it might actually be slightly over halfway, so if anyone was fishing the other side, I don't know, I'm not sure if I'm in their water to be honest, but to be fair, where that snag is, the fallen tree, where I'm aiming this rod anyway, I don't think anyone from the other side would be able to fish that spot because the fallen tree, snag, whatever you want to call it, would be blocking that bit of water from the other side anyway. So I'll mark up the middle and left hand rods in a minute, but I'll probably only go 10-11 wraps, which is probably more halfway, to be fair. I mean, 14 wraps might be halfway, but yeah, we'll just have one more little flick out to that spot. But yeah, there certainly isn't any underwater snags or anything to worry about. No weed or anything, that's coming back fine. Get out of the way, swan. So I think I've found my first spot, like I said, down the right hand margin, 14 wraps. And I've had a walk around there already, and if I did, if I did have a fish on that rod and it ran that way, it's still about another 4 or 5 wraps until it gets to that snag, so I think I'll be alright on that rod as long as I fish with a tight clutch. Not locked up, but quite a tight clutch. Right, anyway, right, let's do a bit of marking up. Out in open water. Definitely past my halfway mark, so yeah, I think we'll only go 10-11 wraps. Left hand rod, right, the middle rod. Again, marker seems to be coming back. No effort whatsoever. Nothing on the lead. I've already got some Ronnie rigs ready, guys, just in case there was a bit of light weed or silt or whatever, but I might show you the Ronnie rigs later in the blog. To be fair, unless you've been living under a rock for the last 3 or 4 years, I think everyone knows what a Ronnie rig is by now. Yeah, there. That's certainly coming back clean and no resistance, so I certainly don't have to worry about any weed or anything like that. Right, let's get the rods ready. Mark just done some marker up there. Oh, he's doing his wraps. Right guys, so I've now come up that path up the right hand side margin that I just mentioned, and so this is the gap through the trees. If you can see this kind of branch sticking out here, my marker float is just below it. I'll zoom in and show you in a minute. So yeah, so it's quite handy really. This platform here is dead in line with me marker float up there. So this rod I'm just going to bait up with boilies. I lied, it's dumbbells. So this rod I'll do all the baiting up by hand. When I put the other 2 rods out, I'll do that baiting up with a spod. So right, get a bit of bait out. Going to bait up with a seafood. Right, let's get some bait out there and then we can get the rods out then. Go. A couple of small handfuls, enough to get the session started with. Right guys, as you've just seen, that's all 3 rods now out and fishing. So haven't put any bait out over the middle and left hand rods that are fishing open water yet. I'll just let the rods fish as singles for the moment, just see what happens. If nothing happens for 2 or 3 hours, then I'll introduce a bit of bait over those 2 rods then. Right, just need to have a bit of a tidy up now because it's like a bomb site in and around my bivvy. I'll go and see what Mark's up to shortly. But yeah, at least we're fishing now. Right, here we go again guys. Finally worked my way down to see Mark and see what he's up to.
Pushing bait out.
Well, how far are we fishing out, mate?
7 wraps, that is it. A very long way today.
Yeah, you got your long range rod for this session.
Yeah. Yeah, a long way today. It's nice and clear, nice and gravelly, so.
What's in your mix, mate?
Some essential shell boilies, bit of glug, bit of corn, bit of pellet, bit of stick mix, a bit of whatever was left really today.
Odds and sods.
Odds and sods in it today, yeah. Big clean out of all the buckets.
Yeah. We'll stick it all in one bucket and make a spod mix.
That's basically what I've done today, yes. Yeah, not too many big bits today, more hemp and brown bait I think. Don't know whether it will in here, but might get it breamed out here, but you never know, do you?
Yeah, but we might pick up a bream or 2, but that's the -5 to lake 2.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well,
let's see.
Here's what it is, isn't it? At least we're fishing.
We are fishing.
Could be worse. Midweek.
Definitely blowing the cobwebs out today, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Wednesday, you know, could be at work.
Could be.
Well, you could be.
I could be, yeah.
Right, mate, I'll let you get on with your spotting. I'm going to go and put some bait out myself.
Right, okie dokie.
Right, guys, so the rods have been out, what, 3 and a bit hours now. Fishing a single, well, middle and left have been fishing a single, obviously, because we've seen the bait go on the right hand rod. Yeah, all quite obviously so far. Obviously we've just been in Mark's swim, seen him spotting, so I'm going to put a bit of spot at myself, hence the spot glove. But I'm going to be just spotting out a bit of a particle mix. The mix I've got with me is about half of what I had left over from the last session at Linear. Had a bit of left over, and then all I've done is I've bought a jar of pre-prepared mixed particle and then just mixed that in, and I've quite a carpy mix, to be fair. There's probably a bit of everything in there now with all the different bits and pieces I've put in it over the time to make what's in there now. It's probably got a bit of every particle known to man, ground bait, oils. So it's a pretty good, nice looking carpy mix, if I don't mind saying so myself. Right, anyway, I've just wrapped up my spod rod. I'm fishing my left and middle rods at 11 wraps. So I've just wrapped up to like a foot under 11 wraps on my spod rod. Obviously to allow for the swing back and what have you of the rods when they're fishing. Anyway, right, that's enough waffle. Gonna put a bit of spot out now, and hopefully that can entice some fish in. Carp, not bream. Good old spoms, a fail to open. You can always rely on spoms to get a fail to open. That's more like it. That's number 3 over that rock, guys. I'm probably going to do 1 or 2 more and then the same over the middle rod. But as for the filming side of it, we'll leave it there because don't want half of the blog just being spotting. Good evening, guys. I thought I'd give you a quick little update. Although in truth there's not really much to update you with. No bleeps, no liners, and really no signs either, so I haven't touched the rods. When I set up the Ronnie rigs, I balanced the putty not really fine so that the bait's only just sunk, so I'm not going to touch the rods anymore this evening. So I know the way I've got the Ronnie's counterbalance to a putty, that they'll stay popped up all night to the morning, so I won't disturb the water just for the sake of doing an evening recast. But yeah, all quiet. I've just been having a chat to Mark. He hasn't had no signs, liners, bleeps or anything yet either. Looking around the lake, like I said, there's me, Mark, an empty space, and then someone down, 2 swimmers to the left of Mark. There's 1 person over the other side of the lake, and there's 1 person on the left side of the lake as we look at it. So yeah, so there's only 5 of us on the whole of Lake 2 for tonight, by the looks of it. Yeah. So, you'd have thought if there are any hungry fish in here, they've only got 5 people to go to go and get some food. Good morning, guys, and obviously by the lack of nighttime footage, yep, no fish. I don't even remember hearing any bleeps in the night, so not much has happened. Looking at my bobbins, they look like they've not moved at all, so if there were any night liners, they certainly haven't moved the bobbins at all. I did wander down about 5 minutes ago just to go and see Mark, see if he's had any action or bleeps in the night, but he was still snoring his head off. Still nice and early, it's only about 7:30. The main gates have obviously opened. I can't remember what time they opened the gates here, but obviously the gates have opened because there's a few extra people on the lake this morning. The big double swim, that's kind of almost in between me and Mark, opposite. There's a dad and a lad in there now. The big double, that's right across the other side of the lake where me and Craig fished a couple of years ago. There's now 2 people in that swim. But yeah, it's nice and early, and as you can probably tell, the old sunrise is literally just coming up. The sun's just about to come above the trees. So anyway, right, first thing first, I'm going to have a hot chocolate, guys. Get nice and warm. And then once I'm a bit more alive and a bit warmer, then I will do something about the fishing situation. These chilly mornings, guys. I have now started getting out the old hot drinks, the hot chocolate, as we see. Oh. Not often I have a hot drink, guys, but yeah, it's time of year to dig out the old hot chocolate again. Get these old bones warmed up for the morning. But I'll tell you what, hot chocolate just wouldn't be right without the old special milk in it. Might only be 8 o'clock in the morning. It's never too early for a Bailey's hot chocolate. Oh yeah. Oh, just a ticket, that is. Hi guys. So I just thought I'd have a little wander over to Mark's swim to see what he's doing fishing wise, but
Not fishing.
As we can see, his rods aren't out. Mate, he's doing a bacon butty.
Nice.
So when you do put your rods back out eventually, mate, are you gonna carry on with what you're doing, or are you going to change anything different?
No, I'm going to change. I'm going to put bag rigs on today. Bag legs, you know, so it all goes in the bag, lovely.
So what have you been doing up to now?
Just with this boss name rigs. I don't know what you call them really. Just stiff boom rigs with the soft end on them.
Like a
combi rigs.
Combi
yeah,
rig.
combi rigs, I suppose. But yeah, we're going to change over today for bag rigs. See if that makes a difference today. Because there was plenty of fish topping out there last night. So
you've been fishing 7 wraps out up to now. You're gonna
7 wraps.
go any further out.
I'm going to have a look, see if we can, now you sent me that picture, I'll have a look, see if we can find that second bar.
Yeah, going by that map, it looks like it's probably more like about 15 wraps.
Yeah.
Bar, doesn't it?
Yeah, but I've got to go a bit careful because in the cross there is actually classed as nearly right across, so I'm a bit tight for space, so we'll see.
Okie dokie, right, I think I'm going to wind my rods in and go and visit the little boy's room.
No, right, okie dokie.
Right, enjoy your bacon buddy.
I most definitely will.
And guys, so excuse the funny position I'm filming at the moment, but I'm just going to show you the rig that I'm fishing this session with. So I did say at the start of the video I'm going to be fishing the Ronnie rig, and that's exactly what I am fishing. No, I don't lie. Alright, so anyway, right, here's where I cut my head off now. So as I said, fishing the good old Ronnie rig, size 6, micro barbed hook as per fishery rules. I'm just switching to a match the hatch hook bait. I did start off on bright hook baits. These are the EXO hook baits. Obviously 24 hours into the session now, that's done nothing, so I'm having a little bait switch to a match the hatch. 7 inches of IQ2 for the boom, and then obviously a lead clip system, anti-tangle boom on the IQ2, and then what's that, 18 inches of rig tubing. Again, no leaders are allowed here at Farlows, so rig tubing it is. This particular rig tubing is the rigmarole free-fall tubing. Very good tubing. I don't use tubing often, but when I do, that is a good tubing. Easiest tubing on the market to thread, that one. So that's the rig, guys. I've already got 2 rods out. You've already seen me put 1 rod out, guys. You know, the rod down the margins. Middle rod has already gone out since that rod has gone out. And then this is the 3rd and final rod to go back out. Hey guys, we're in Mark's swim. He's just about to put his rods out. I spy something a bit different in your left hand, mate.
You do. I've got a little naked chod set up. Can you see that?
Yeah, if you hold it still, I'll just have a little zoom in. There we go, we do see it.
It's a little punctured weighted choddy, avid choddy thing. And it just goes straight onto the line. Simple
Lovely.
as that. About, well, about a foot, I suppose, off the lead.
Yeah, 18 inches I'd say, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. So yeah, nice and simple.
How far out you going?
This one's set at 8 wraps, this one now. Just a little bit further, this one.
Still on that gravel bar, but 8 wraps in it.
It's just over the gravel bar onto the sill.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I've gone a little bit further.
Right, second rod going out, another different tactic.
Yeah, just PVA bag, short rig on match the hatch pop-up.
Alright.
So same colour as everything else that's in the bag.
Lovely,
so hopefully,
how far out's this one going?
This one's set at 7 wraps, so it's actually on the gravel, this one. So
alright, lovely. Lovely.
Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, so a bit of information for you guys. As they're out in front of us, there are 2 gravel bars. As Mark just said, there's 1 gravel bar out about 7 wraps, and then there's another gravel bar about the same distance again after that. So 14-15 wraps. There's another gravel bar in there. So well, hopefully we'll have a bit more luck this next 24 hours or so, because
I hope so.
It's been a bit quiet up to now, hasn't it, mate?
Yeah, well, I've just been keeping an eye on him next door. He's actually put quite a bit of bait out.
Oh, has he?
Yeah, so...
Yeah, I'll put a little bit of bait out. I don't go mad on the bait this time of year.
No.
But then again, we'll keep an eye on him. If he's put a bottle of bait out when he starts catching, then we know to change our tactics.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Right guys, just a bit of a late afternoon stroke early evening update. But it's 4:30 now, and the update is nothing's happened. So yeah, because it's going to be getting dark in the next hour and a half. What I'm going to pull all the rods in soon. I am going to put fresh hook baits on for going into the night today, because obviously the rods got redone a bit earlier today than what they did yesterday. So because it is going to be getting dark soon, what I'll do is go back to the high vis baits for the night. Hopefully the carp have got more chance of seeing a high vis bait rather than a match the hatch during darkness. Earlier on you already saw me put some bait out on the right hand rod down that tree line. So what I'm going to do shortly is put a little bit more spod out over the middle and left hand rods, just in case. I mean, I know I haven't had no fish, but I know most of you wouldn't spot again over a blank spot, and I wouldn't normally, but there are a lot of small fish in here, there are a lot of bream in here, so I will put a few more spods out just to top the area up, put a bit of fresh attraction into the spots. Not a lot, just a few spods, only use a midi spom anyway, so yeah, just a few small spoms just to top up the attraction, and then yeah, we'll redo the up baits in about half hour or so for going into the night. Just looked at the old weather app, it looks like it's going to be a wet morning, heavy rain forecast from about 6 AM up to about lunchtime, so I'm not packing up before 6 AM, so it looks like I'm going to be bivvy bound tomorrow morning up until, well, lunchtime's really sort of pack up time. So I was fishing my bivvy open fronted, but what I've done this afternoon, because I knew we got some rain coming in, I've put the overwrap on, hopefully keep me a bit drier. Right, anyway, let's get the old spod rod out and just top up them spots with a little bit more particle, just to, yeah, put a little bit more attraction into the area. Right guys, so just redoing my rods now. Well, I say redoing my rods now. 2 of them are already done. This is the 3rd and final rod. As I said earlier on, back on high vis pop-ups for the night. So hopefully the fish should be a bit more active tonight than what they was last night. Right, good morning guys, and this is goodbye.
Yeah.
Also the end of the video. Absolutely nothing happened last night apart from the wind blowing a hoolie. It lashed it down last night, so if there isn't any wind noise on this little segment, I apologise, but it is blowing a hoolie at the moment. But yeah, this session has been completely dead, hasn't it? Literally nothing has happened. So unfortunately my first blank video for a while guys, but on the plus side it's been good to meet up with my old mate Mark again.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah, sorry it's been a blank video guys.
Sorry, tried my best.
Fish's fault, you know, we've done our bit. Anyway guys, literally I was going to say no idea when I'm fishing next, but I'm meeting up with a mate to do a guestie on his syndicate for a 24 next week. A place called Shatterford Lakes. So but yeah, that's just going to be a quick 24 hour as a guestie, so that's my next session. Right, anyway, some more rain might be due in, so we're on a bit of a quick pack up now guys. So
we're rushing about.
Thanks for watching this video. Although it's been a blank, I hope you've enjoyed it. Till next time,
See you later.